Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Curse of Oak Island. The drill hovers over the Chappell Vault, and there's a new structure in the swamp. The Curse of Oak Island team believes the Chappell Vault is buried in the Money Pit area at a depth of 180 feet, and they know exactly where to dig. The guys have also uncovered a structure in the swamp they suspect may be a dam. This week on Oak Island, there were beaming smiles all around the war room as geologist Terry Matheson had some major news. Terry looked delighted to be in the war room, and it wasn't just because this was a rare foray indoors for him. He suspects they finally found the elusive Chappell Vault. A few weeks ago, we all learned the results of the Moon tomography survey, which involved buried sonar devices mapping the underground area of the island. The detectors spent 2 years detecting various areas of low density, which could contain voids or containers, such as treasure chests. The survey highlighted 3 areas of particular interest, one of which was Aladdin's Cave and another spot about 60 feet southwest of the garden shaft. The second area involves an anomaly or void at about 180 feet below, and last night, the borehole drill team focused their attention on this spot. This area is exciting because back in 2017, the guys drilled a large caisson called 8 into this zone while searching for the Chappell Vault. At the time, they hit an object at about 170 feet. However, during the night, the material inside the caisson, the plug, collapsed, pushing the object deeper and causing the guys to abandon the search. Moon technology and borehole drilling indicate they found the Chappell Vault. The drill team hit a void at 183 feet on last night's show. Terry and surveyor Steve Guttil agreed that this void, detected by the Moon technology, likely encapsulates the Chappell Vault. Terry believes that their borehole drill is now posed over this mysterious object that could be the Chappell Vault. Last week, Marty Lagina decided they should bring in caissons to fully excavate Aladdin's Cave, and caissons were again mentioned at this new site. So viewers can assume a massive dig will soon be on the cards. This area below 180 feet is new territory for the guys, but they are now armed with some pretty clear data, so they only need to dig. A new structure, possibly a dam, is uncovered in the Oak Island swamp. Elsewhere on the island, Billy Gerhardt, Gary Drayton, and Jack Begley dug in the swamp's southwest corner when Billy's digger scrapped away some soil to reveal a brand new wooden structure. These chunky wooden beams were placed at the swamp's edge, right by the sea. This led Gary and the guys to speculate that they had found Fred Nolan's wall. In 1969, Fred found evidence of a wall at the end of the swamp, which he believed may have been a dam. This added to the evidence that made him theorize the swamp was human-made. This theory suggests the swamp was deliberately constructed to conceal something important, such as a buried ship. This was a great episode with lots of new information and some very significant finds. As Gary said at the end, it was an amazing day of recoveries and discoveries. The air was thick with anticipation as the drill hovered menacingly over the Chappell Vault on Oak Island. The sun, veiled behind a blanket of gray clouds, cast a muted light on the determined faces of the treasure hunters. For generations, the legend of Oak Island had tantalized the minds of adventurers, promising untold riches and secrets buried deep beneath its soil. Today, the team stood on the precipice of what could be a monumental discovery. Rick and Marty Lagina, the brothers who had spearheaded the modern-day quest for the island's secrets, exchanged a glance that spoke volumes. They had faced countless challenges and setbacks over the years, but their resolve had never wavered. Now, as the drill prepared to penetrate the earth above the enigmatic Chappell Vault, the air hummed with a blend of hope and trepidation. The Chappell Vault, named after an earlier treasure seeker, was reputed to be one of the most promising locations on the island. It was believed to contain not just treasure, but perhaps answers to the myriad of questions that had plagued researchers for centuries. Was it the resting place of pirate loot, or perhaps the hiding spot for religious artifacts? Theories abounded, but no one knew for sure. The drill bit began to churn, and the ground seemed to shiver in response. Every eye was fixed on the operation, every breath held in suspense. The sound of the machinery was a constant, rhythmic reminder of the potential breakthrough they were on the verge of achieving. The crew worked with practiced precision, their movements a dance of coordination and expertise. Meanwhile, not far from the drilling site, another discovery had sent ripples of excitement through the team. In the swamp, an area that had long been shrouded in mystery and speculation, a new structure had been uncovered. The swamp was an enigmatic puzzle piece in the Oak Island saga, a place that defied easy explanation. Over the years, theories about its origins and purpose had ranged from the mundane to the fantastical. Some believed it was a natural feature, while others insisted it was man-made, perhaps part of a complex system designed to conceal or protect something of great value. The recent discovery added a new layer of intrigue. The structure, partially submerged and obscured by the murky waters, appeared to be constructed of heavy timbers. Initial surveys suggested it was ancient, its weathered wood telling a tale of centuries past. What was it doing in the swamp? And, more importantly, what secrets did it hold? As the drill continued its relentless descent into the earth above the Chappell vault, a team of divers prepared to investigate the swamp structure. Donning their gear, they moved with a sense of purpose, aware that they were about to explore an area that had remained untouched for generations. The water was cold and murky, reducing visibility to mere inches. Yet, as their lights cut through the gloom, the outline of the structure began to take shape. Back at the drilling site, tension mounted as the drill bit struck something hard. The sound was unmistakable, a dull thud that echoed through the ground and up into the bones of the treasure hunters. Rick and Marty leaned in, their hearts pounding in their chests. Was this it? Had they finally reached the elusive Chappell vault? The drill operators slowed the machinery, allowing the bit to ease through the obstacle. Moments later, fragments of wood and metal began to emerge from the borehole. The team worked quickly to retrieve the samples, their hands trembling with the weight of history. Analysis of the materials would take time, but the initial findings were promising. The wood was old, very old, and the metal fragments hinted at something man-made, perhaps even ancient. In the swamp, the divers were making their own remarkable discoveries. As they carefully excavated the structure, they found it extended deeper than initially thought. More timbers emerged, forming what appeared to be a subterranean chamber. The walls were reinforced with stone, suggesting it was built to last. What lay within was still a mystery, but the structure's construction spoke of a level of sophistication that was unexpected. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows over Oak Island, the team gathered to share their findings. The excitement was palpable, but so was the weight of what they had uncovered. The Chappell vault and the swamp structure were pieces of a larger puzzle, one that was slowly coming into focus. Oak Island remained an enigma, its secrets buried deep beneath layers of history and legend. But with each turn of the drill and each dive into the murky waters of the swamp, the treasure hunters moved closer to unraveling its mysteries. They were not just searching for treasure, they were seeking the truth, and that, they knew, was the greatest prize of all.